Alright, and hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to the most annoying and most frustrating temple of all time. And this is going to be the water temple here. We are going to be playing within more of the Ocarina of Time game to at least continue onwards to see what is going to happen throughout the water temple. We do have to go and search for the other missing keys that we have to go and unlock with the other different doors. And not only that, but we also have to go and challenge out with the Shadow Link mini boss that is going to happen, which that does have a little bit of a hidden reference to Zelda 2 if you guys have never really wanted to play through that game before. Basically Zelda 2, the final boss of that game is actually Shadow Link, which it is one of the most difficult of the bosses to ever shown up within a within a Zelda game before. And I know that I've seen plenty of other YouTubers play through Zelda 2 before, and they always had such a hard time with Shadow Link. But not only that, but here in this game as well too, in Ocarina of Time, with this Shadow Link battle is even more frustrating for what it needs to happen too. Now, don't forget that here inside this whole entire area that is around within this weird type of maze type of building that's around here to go and like do all these sorts of like level rises and other things that are happening here within the water, you want to make sure that there is a opening that is right down below here where you can go and find the next of one of the other keys that are going to be showing up around. And I remember when I first played through here, playing throughout the water temple, this was like the one key that I completely missed out on, and never even really realized that there was actually going to be a key that was just right down below within this whole entire building that's going on. Now, once you go and hit with that switch there, you're going to have to go about with quite a bit of enemies that are going to be showing up. Now, make sure that you go about with every single enemy that's going to be here, and then you can go and open up with the other type of gateway that is here within this area to at least pick up with the key. Now, the best type of method to go and use for Shadow Link is going to just go and use the Megaton Hammer and just go all out with that, with everything that has to happen within that Megaton Hammer. And that should actually help you out big time, so that you don't ever have to really worry about having to really get all that too stressed out about it. But there we go, we'll knock out with that guy, and all that we have left is just with the clams here. Now, within these two videos for today, not only are we going to be heading on into with some more of Ocarina of Time here, but we're also going to be jumping on into with some more of the Ni no Kuni Let's Play as well, because we still have to continue onwards with the Wrath of the White Witch game, so that we can be able to go and start reaching off into the next big destination, which that is going to be known as Autumn Nia, so that we can head off into another kingdom known as Hamlin that's going to happen within our time. So now we're just going to have to go take off the iron boots here, and we should be able to go and search that. Hey, there's actually a key waiting for us right around in this way. So let's go and make sure to pick it up while we can. So there we go. So very nice. Now we're going to have to go and make our way back over to the hub area. And if you guys remember this type of place, remember when we met up with where Ruta was at? Well, if you ever went and head on into that little corridor building that was going on around over here, and you went and actually used the Zelda Lullaby here, and you actually brought the water halfway, then you could actually be able to go and see that there is actually a crack in the wall. Now, this is actually going to give ourselves with the next type of key that's going to happen. And you want to make sure that you go above the wall, and then that could be the third key. And that should be all three keys that we do want, because that is going to be the amount that we do need for when we start reaching out into where Shadow Link is going to happen. Now, make sure that you go and rise up the water right into this type of pathway. And this will now go and take us into the second main type of part that's going to happen around over here. So now we're in the second level of what the water temple is going to happen now. And be careful while you're trying to go all the way up, because there is going to be a fallen tech that's going to literally show up out of nowhere, and it's going to like really go and take you off. Yeah, because I don't know why they go and do that, you know? They just like put like a random enemy, and they just completely make you fall all the way down from where that geyser is going to be. So yeah, so there's the tech right there. So let's just make sure that we go and hit him away from there, and just like that, he is done. And after a little bit of some time, made it all the way up here to the next floor. And now we're on the third big area that's around over here, or on the third floor of what this place is going to be, because now we're going to have to raise up the water once again. So we're getting pretty close to getting ourselves with the log shot, because I'm pretty sure that that is going to be something here that is going to be within our time. Because if you guys remember, just around that corner over there, that's where the boss area is going to be all about, and I'm pretty sure that that's what's going to happen. But we can't really go and do anything without having the long shot. So now we just have to go and just be really careful with all the tech again, and they're just going to keep on going and just literally hitting us all over the place, aren't they? Yeah, so let's just go and head over here to the other area. So this is where you want to have the other key with you. So we're going to have to go and open up with this door as well too. So just like that, open up the door and we are all good to go. So now we're into this type of part here. Now this part I want to say is like somewhat relatively cool in a way, because like we're going to have to go and basically just use our hook shot to basically lift us all the way up to where that next door is going to be. Now make sure that you do have a key with you, because if you go through all of this and having to go through this type of process that's all the way here and you don't have a key, now you have to go and return all the way back, which that's pretty annoying. But yeah, there is a gold spatula there. Unfortunately, we can't really go and do anything about it because, again, we don't have a long shot, so we can't go and grab it with that guy just yet there. So make sure that you line yourself up properly, and unfortunately, I did not go and grab it, but we could go and try to lift up with the next area, though. And there we go. Very nice. Now, once we go and start heading off into the next door, there is going to be a little bit of, well, I want to say a little bit of a water rising type of puzzle that's going to happen. Now it could get a little bit challenging for you, but it's really not all that too difficult. You're gonna have like a little switch that's gonna turn red or blue. If it goes blue, I think it starts like rising up the water. If it goes red, I think it starts like decreasing the water. I think that's what happened. So if you keep on doing around there, you should at least hopefully manage out to reach into the next type of other part that's gonna happen from here. So here we are. So now this is where the fun is going to literally begin. So just make sure that you go and tap on the switch here to hit it blue, so that will actually go right up the water. And not only that, but also take care of some of that as well too with the different hook shots here. So now what needs to happen is that I have to go and literally take our hook shot here and just try to raise ourselves all the way back up to the highest point here, to the next door. Now, if you guys don't know, or if you guys haven't went and washed out with Ni no Kuni yet, I do have a little bit of a slight cough. I am trying to get over a little bit of a cold, unfortunately. But here we go. Let's just make sure that we go and take care of that, and we're all good to go. And yep, and there is going to be a little bit of a hookshot spot right there, and we're going to fall right down to it. Now, there is some extra magic that you can also go and grab, so if you ever are needing to use any of your spin attack, you can go ahead and do so, but it's not going to really help you out all that too much, because the Megaton Hammer is the way to go for what this battle is going to be. So just kind of walk around for a little bit, just try to reach over to the next way of the door. I think if you just kind of lean yourself up against to the door, you should be able to see that there's a weird shadow figure that's just kind of chilling around behind where that tree's at. So let's go and meet up with this shadow link figure, and let's go and do it. And let the battle finally happen. So there we go, we at least got one hit off from there. Just be a little bit careful around that way. So now let the Megaton Hammer begin. So once you go and find your rhythm, just keep on using the Megaton Hammer and just keep on hitting them as best as you can. Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to keep on doing here, is just keep on using that Megaton Hammer. It's going to be hammer time all the way through. Alright, just kind of line yourself up a little bit, and there we go, knocked him down. There's just only a few more other hits that we have to go and do, and I think we should be good to go. There we go, and nice, another hit. Yeah, let me tell you that this Shadow Link is going to be taking quite a bit of some damage, though. Alright, there we go, nice. Should at least be finished soon. There we go. And you also get some free rupees along the way as well too. So with that being said in mind, I think we are now finally finished and done with this episode for today. So I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. And of course, peace.